Well, hello. Hey, I'm live at 5. 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 Come on inside of the StreamYard room. Yep, let's have this conversation about freeing your mind. My name is Denise Merriweather. I am the CEO and founder of Queenpreneurs Jumpstart Program. Yes, it is the #1 training environment for women in the world looking to leverage their knowledge, ignite their passion, build a highly profitable business. Look, how do you do this? By building your courage, your confidence, and competence so you can accept, belief, and commit to what it is God has called you to do. So today is all about free your mind. Put it in the chat, free your mind, free your mind, free your mind. So listen, it's gonna feel strange. Well, this is a clutch your pearls type of Wednesday, so I think I'm all right with everything that I'm about to say right now. But I just want to say that it's going to this conversation is going to challenge you. Most of the conversations that we have here in this space should challenge you, and if it doesn't, then I wouldn't be doing what it is that I need to do, right? I really truly believe whatever space that I go in, every conversation that I have is to challenge you to be better, to be your better self, to be great, which that's so generic, right? I think to be a better you, but I'm going to give you definitely some pointers to help free your mind, because a lot of times our mind is clogged up by worry and concerns about things that matters to us that's not moving forward, about conversations that we had with other people, commitments that we made that we haven't honored, like a lot of the things that bog us down to not be free, or maybe we're not freely expressed in different situations. We don't feel comfortable, we don't feel empowered. Whatever those situations may be, I want you to put this in the chat to free your mind, free your mind. I know my sister is probably out there right now listening, and she's driving, so she can't take notes. So for those of you who may not take notes normally, I want you to take notes. Help my sister out, because normally she's the person putting the information inside of the chat. But let's just have this quick conversation about how you can actually free yourself up to be in a better space, a better mind space, where you can actually perform at the levels that you want to perform and have life work the way that you want it to work. And it all stems down to this one word, which is called integrity. It's something that we talk about a lot in this space, and sometimes we have the meaning, sometimes we perform in it, sometimes we don't. I want you to get, as I have learned over the years, integrity is something that's always seeping out, like it's always fleeting. It's one of the things that you're climbing towards, is to be integrous, but it's always slipping out. Like there's always some form of restoring integrity in life each and every day. And what do I mean by that? Like if you ever said that you were going to make a phone call and you didn't, and then you left a person waiting and you didn't follow up, that's lack of integrity. If you said that you were going to do an agenda for a meeting, hint, hint, me, and need to have it done, and you don't get it done, or you agreed to a time and you didn't get it done in that time, and you didn't communicate that you wasn't going to have it done in that time, that's out of integrity. If you told someone that you would show up for them on a special day, right? Whether they were speaking, or whether it was their wedding or birthday party, and you didn't show up, that's out of integrity. And you didn't tell them in advance that you wasn't showing up, then that's out of integrity. So what I want to help you to free your mind is that in order for life to work, in order for things to be easier, in order for things to be in flow, you need integrity. And we're going to talk about 3 things that will help you have integrity. Number one, in short, is just to do what you said you was going to do when you said you was do it by the time you said you was going to do it in. I'll say it again. So number 1 is to do what you said that you were going to do when you said that you were going to do it in the time that you said that you were going to do it in. That prevents people from being upset and breakdown, waiting on you, looking for things to be done that's not done. Do you get that? That don't work for a lot of people. It doesn't work. And it totally destroys the way people feel about you, right? And I get some of us, we don't care about how people feel about us. We're going to do what we want to do, and we're going to live life the way that we want to. And then we have this false perception that people understand when we let them down and we don't honor the things that we say that we're going to do, but we don't understand. We don't. What winds up happening is that we wind up feeling like we can't depend on you, right? Or we don't invite you to things that we really care about, or we don't trust in your hands or your ability to do things that we want you to do because you did not stand in an integrity, right? So the first thing is to just do what you said you was going to do when you said you was going to do it. Number two is to be in the practice of restoring integrity, like restore it. And how do you restore integrity? Is like, and don't wait until the commitment has passed to restore integrity, which is not too late. You can still do it, but restore integrity, right? Meaning, if you know that you're not going to meet a particular deadline by a particular time, and you said that you were going to do it, you need to communicate, number one, that you're not going to have it in time. You need to actually tell them when you're actually going to be able to do that, right? And definitely apologize for not doing what you said you was going to do when you said you was going to do it. And I think the part that leads us to step number three, or the third thing, is the one that we fail to do most often, and we don't think about, we don't care about. And that is to figure out what inconvenience you've caused and help them fill that void, right? What do I mean by that? So when we're so flippant about not being on time, not honoring our word, not showing up when we said we was going to do, not calling people when we say they're going to call, because, you know, people are actually waiting for you to call, waiting for you to show up. When we do those things, it causes an inconvenience and an impact on other people. And if you really are sorry for what you did, and you're really committed to what it is that you promised and to honor your word, then you would in fact see what impact that had on them, what it caused to be disrupted or inconvenience for them, and you would feel it. So let me give you an example. Let's just say I told someone that I would take them to the airport or to a doctor's appointment. That's realistic, right? I have something like that coming up. I'm taking one of my girlfriends to the doctor, and let's say I can't take her to the doctor. It's not okay for me to just say, oh, so-and-so, I know I committed to taking you to the doctor, but something came up and I no longer can take you to the doctor. You're going to need to find somebody else. No, ma'am, and no, sir. Because you were the person that actually committed to taking them to the doctor. Let me tell you what integrity is. It's not only letting them know in advance that you can't take them to the doctor. It's not letting them know why you even can take them, because the reason doesn't even matter. That's not enough. What is enough and what would make them whole is if you found them a ride or paid for an Uber or arranged something for them to go to the doctor. Do you get that? So these are the things that I want you to think about that will help you become a more free-minded person, where you don't feel so bogged down with your obligations, your commitment. If you actually have integrity in your life, it make life work. And all the stress, upset, overwhelm, you wouldn't feel if you just do what you said you was going to do when you said you was going to do it. Do you get that? Like, that's the number one. And that's the number one thing about being in integrity. So do what you say, do what you say when you said that you was going to do it by the time that you was going to do it. And number two, restore integrity. Let the person know that if you can't do it before it actually happens, when you're going to be able to do it, right? And then number three, the coup de grace, the mic drop, is restore them, make it whole by actually filling the hole that the inconvenience caused them, like you not showing up, you not being able to come, you're not being able to extend the money, whatever it is to make them whole. Do whatever it takes to make them whole. If you need to find them a ride, find them a ride. If you promised them a ride and you can't do it, find them a ride. Make them whole. Don't make them have to go and fill a space that you committed to that now you can't feel. All right. I hope that this has been helpful. Free your mind by just honoring your thoughts, honoring what you said, honoring what you see. Just honor, honor, honor. If you honor these things, life will be so much easier. Look, I love you guys. Looking forward to serving you on Friday. Please pray for my daughter. I'm going to her awards ceremony tonight. Pray that she wins her Cappies. I'm so excited for her. Congratulations to you, DJ. Good luck to you tonight. Everything that's meant for you is already for you, is already happening for you. So everything is going to work out exactly the way that it's supposed to. All right, y'all. Always looking forward to serving you. I love you. I will see you guys on Friday. Hey, and I'm live at 5. Hey.